Nathan Deppenbrock.
Good to see you, Tim.
Kentucky. We're out here on the Elkhorn Creek, which we're going to be on the Elkhorn Creek.
Yes, sir.
You know what? I'm fired up. I'm excited. Something I like about this particular Native Watercraft, it's very important, especially to a one-armed guy, or to anybody who likes to fish. All right, obviously it's got a drive underneath, and it looks like a little trolling motor.
That's right.
It's got a propeller on it.
Yep.
But the great thing about this is, hey, whoa, 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 there's a fish.
That's right.
It backs up.
Yep. Goes back
huge.
so you can really get into tight spots. The drive is very, very simple. Like you said, it kind of looks like a trolling motor. It's just down in a well in the middle of the boat. It goes around 35, 40 times every time you make a rotation. And it can go forward and it can go backward. So it allows for really good speed, makes it pedal real nice and easy. There's no real hard pressure on the legs or anything like that. It's super, super quiet as well, just like a trolling motor.
And if you're starting to get some shallow stuff, you just pull it up.
Exactly, yep. You can pull it up, rock it completely out of the way. You can take the entire drive out. Say you're planning a day on the Elkhorn Creek where it's real shallow sometimes in the summer. Just take the whole drive out, put the cap right back on, and use it just like a standard kayak. Yep. You got a hatch in the front, you've got a day hatch on the back, so for your smaller items, we don't ever recommend taking car keys on the water, but if you have to, you got a little cup in the back there and your dry storage will allow that. And then a big open deck on the back. A lot of your kayak fishermen are your traditional 5-gallon bucket, milk crate kind of guys, so lots of room on the back to be able to do that.
And of course, when you get a lower, you start thinking about the comfort factor. The last couple times I got out of a canoe, I couldn't hardly walk.
The seating on this one here, it's the framed out seat. The comfort of these things is really, that's the one place that the kayak manufacturers have really gone leaps and bounds ahead.
I want to get out there on the water.
Let's do some boating. With the boom of kayak fishing, the boat's changing. You know, it's no longer just a sit-down sport anymore. You can stand up in a lot of these kayaks and do your casting. You can sit in them. So they've come a long way with the comfort.
I've watched over the last couple of years kayak fishing become more and more and more popular. Why?
You know, I think the appeal of there's no gas involved, there's no registration involved. You can throw one of these in the back of a pickup, so you don't need the trailer that's involved. And then just the quietness, the serenity of it, the places you can go that a big boat can't get you to. I mean, these things are going to draft in super shallow water.
I'm telling you what, I'm thinking about all the places I want to travel this year.
Yeah, and you think about the guy that, you know, maybe his budget's a little bit less. Maybe he's looking for a quieter experience. You know, you don't have to load up your trailer and your boat and all this gear. You know, you throw this thing in the back of your pickup truck, you head down to the water for a day's worth of fishing, and you're set to go. You know, real cheap, inexpensive, just a great way to really get around the water.
Here's the really cool thing about this. You know, there's a bass working up here, smallmouth is chasing something on top. You see him working, you see him working, you see him working. You can just hang this up in one spot.
Yep.
And you know, if I really want to work on him and it's hands off, I can strip line and get right out there. If I miss him, and just hold your spot. That's huge.
It is.
That is just monstrous as far as placement. And placement is everything when you're trying to fish, especially in a creek type situation where I think fish are a little more aware of what's going on around them. You got to sneak up on them. And man, you can sneak with this.
Yeah, you can basically parallel park these things right where you want them. You know, they will slide right where you need them to go.
The reality of things is, once you get, say, past 40, you start getting a few aches and pains that you never had before. These seats that they have today, as I've watched things change over the last couple of years, have made that possible again for folks who might not necessarily even think about doing something like a 3-day, 4-day trip, or even just a better part of a day.
Yep. Yeah, these frame seats really make the difference. You can get lunge supports for them. You know, you can give yourself some lower back support. And, you know, the boat's stable enough that you can really lean and move yourself around a little bit and stretch out some without worrying about flipping, and then just being able to sit in that comfortable seat all day is huge.
Now, I'm going to do it.
All right.
I'm going to do it.
I know what you're going to do.
I know the water's cold,
yeah,
but I'm thinking about bow fishing already.
There you go. Once you get up there and keep those knees bent, you know, it's a more stable platform than it seems.
It's got to give and then it stops because of that pontoon.
Yep.
I like that. Especially, you know, even if you're going to fly fish like that. I'll have to practice in a bit, but that feels good.
Would you know, there's not many other kayaks you'd actually attempted that in though.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing, is these things have such great stability, it's comfortable to do that.
But I can't be in the office when I got this. Let's roll. I like this.